Hello everyone, in this video tutorial let's go through applications of wireless sensor network in environmental topic, and in that let's take up this early flood detection system. So in early flood detection system, this was basically an research that which was which was developed by MIT and tested in was Hon- Honduras, and here we have this sort of model wherein it has various clusters, and these clusters in turn involve sensor nodes, and in turn sensor nodes are connected to computational nodes. Computational nodes are the places where long haul communication happens, as well as they are the ones that which on which prediction model actually works to estimate the river flow. And they have already, this prediction model is basically based on Blue River of Oklahoma, and this prediction model has been validated for 7 years of research. So all these computational nodes are in turn connected to government office, wherein back in government office a node is maintained that which provides user interface to visualize the data that which has been collected by all these sensor nodes and forwarded to computational node, and from computational node to government office node. And from here, if at all if there is any emergency, we can have a connection directly linked with one more node that which is present at community interface node to inform the residents that there is an emergency and they got to evacuate. And this entire model basically consists of 3 tiers. So in the first tier, it involves microcontrollers, receivers, and some sensors like rainfall sensor, air sensor, temperature sensor, water flow sensors. So these are all the sensors that which are involved in first tier along with microcontroller and transceivers. In the second tier, we have these computational nodes. So computational nodes are the places where actually the prediction model runs, and these two constitutes the network layer. And at the top we have this control centers. One is maintained at government office, the other one is at community interface node. So this is the third tier, and always the information flows from the first tier involving the sensors to the top tier involving the control centers, and the command always flows from third tier to the first tier. So this is about early flood detection model. In a similar way, we have this wireless sensor network can also be applied onto patient monitoring system for medical healthcare. So here is a model that which symbolizes patient monitoring system, wherein medical personnel can take a look over all the health stats of a patient using PDA or using a computer. So this PDA or computer are in turn connected to these infrastructure nodes that which are laid over the entire over the entire clinic, and these infrastructure nodes in turn collect the data that which are being passed from these sensor nodes, and most of the times these sensor nodes are variable kind of sensors. So these sensor nodes are modeled based on public subscriber mechanism, and here instead of MQTT there is one more protocol called as ADMR, called as that which is an acronym for Adaptive Demand Drive Multicast Routing. So using this publisher subscriber mechanism, the data will be passed on to these infrastructure nodes from the sensor nodes, and finally to the medical personnel. So this entire model was built on sensor board Mica Z as well as Telos M, and the sensors used were pulse oximeter and electromyograph were measured, and in order to measure these so they made use of pulse rate, blood oxygen saturation level, electrical activity of the heart, movement of the patient, as well as muscular activity of the patient. And this entire project was given a name called as Code Blue project. In a similar way to that of Code Blue, we have this alarm net that which provides similar monitoring capabilities for elderly people. And in our next tutorial, let's go through hardware architecture of a sensor node.